Yeah, much better defensive effort. So, that was good to see. We just struggled offensively. The zone gave us some trouble in the fourth period, but then you look at it, we only had 19 points at halftime, so we weren't exactly killing it against man either. Um, Need to try to get some confidence and get a little bit of rhythm offensively and shooting the ball. But again, proud of the defensive effort. I thought a couple of, obviously Adams hit the 2 threes in the corner, and then the turnover there. I think Williams stole the ball, went in for an and one that maybe gave him the lead. So I thought those were big plays. But, just got to keep grinding and try to figure it out offensively.
Other questions?
Wes, it's been a long time, I think, since this team has lost back-to-back games. How do you make sure this group, who doesn't have all the veterans that last team had, deal with that?
Well, we had 80% of our starting lineup walk out the door, and I don't know how much of our scoring. So, and then we've obviously been dealing. Jada Boyd went out again today with her ankle between her and Diamond. But, it's a new team. We don't have the same. Those kids that graduated were here. 2 of them were here 5 years, 1 of them 4 years. So they had a lot of experience, and they've been in our program for 4 or 5 years from a culture standpoint, the way we do things and the system and all that. So it's a little more challenging year for sure. So like I said, it's a step in the right direction defensively. We gave up 91 points Thursday night. So, we got to try to find some positives in the whole situation. But, we just didn't knock down a whole lot of shots, and we're probably settling. Like I said, we look poor against the zone. As a coach, I got to do a better job trying to get us better looks in that situation. But all we can do is keep grinding and, try to get in there, get shots up, and hopefully shoot the ball a little better.
Wes, how did you feel like, you're talking about a team, new group primarily, how do you feel like they handled the rivalry aspect of this game?
Yeah, I don't know. That's where the transfer portal kind of changes things. Kids been in your program 4 or 5 years, they get it. They've been here, they've gone through the battles. Now you got, players that coming from other programs, they don't probably fully understand. And, I don't try to blow it up too much. Again, it's every game's important. They all count the same, and I know the fans don't want to hear that. Obviously, it's a rivalry. We definitely want to win those games, but every game's important. We need to show up for every game. So I thought our effort was better today than it was Thursday night, and hopefully we can build on that.
Coming in, you figured to have the rebounding advantage, and it didn't work out that way.
How do you figure that? How do you figure that?
The size.
Huh?
The size.
Oh, gosh. Rebounding is about this and about speed and going and getting it. God, Osby had 18 rebounds, okay? Because she plays hard and she goes and gets them. So, no, I didn't come into the game thinking, oh, well, we're going to dominate the boards. No, I didn't think that.
Coach, particularly in the fourth quarter, what are you seeing there that just isn't going well at this point?
Well, like I said, we gave a couple of corner threes to Adams. We got a turnover and a and one, so those didn't help. And then offensively against the zone, I thought we stood around a little bit. We got to do a better job attacking the gaps, getting in deep to it, whether to set up a teammate with a kick or whether to create our own shot. We gotta be more aggressive against it. We didn't really get a whole lot of offensive rebounds against it, which against the zone, you're hoping that they're not matched up real well. I thought transition-wise, we'd like to run and maybe score before they had an opportunity to get fully set. But they were scoring so many in the fourth quarter, it's a little bit harder to run when you're having to take it out of the net.
We've got one on Zoom from MD. If you want to go ahead, MD. We've got
Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, you guys came out of the halftime hot. I think it was an 8-2 run.
Came out what?
Came out of the half hot.
Yeah.
What was the message to your team at halftime?
Yeah, just, again, was proud of our defensive effort. Held them to 21 points, and, the shots will fall, you're hoping. And, just thought we did a better job of executing to start the half and got in a little bit of a rhythm. And then again, they did a good job. They went to the zone, and we weren't as aggressive.
And a quick follow-up on that, UNC is known for switching up from the man-to-man to this kind of 3-2 zone. What were you preparing your team for heading against this matchup in terms of what to expect against them?
Going into the game or the second half?
Just the game in general.
Well, again, we're going to do what we always do, obviously try to run in transition some. If we can get into 4 out and look to spread them out, and if we're in a dead ball situation, whatever, we're going to run set a lot of times, try to get somebody to look. So no different,
So you talked a little bit about the rivalry. What does the strength of a rivalry like this one and, a Duke rivalry say about the strength of women's basketball in North Carolina?
Yeah, we've been selling out about every home game, and when you think about that with 3 teams and within a 30-minute radius, that says a lot about our fans and about the support. So, I think our game is definitely booming right now, and you see a lot more parity right now as well. I think the portal contributes to that because if someone's not getting to play as much as they'd like, they go to another place, and they might would have gotten to play at the other place after their freshman year or sophomore year, but go ahead and leave, and then they're ready to help somebody else. So, again, it's an exciting time for our game, obviously.
Brown Turner scored a little more than she had been. She picked it up a little bit shooting-wise. Your take on her game today?
Yeah, thought she played really well, and again, I probably should have got Isaiah James in there some more, but I thought Jakia was playing pretty well. Then we had Madison on Kelly, so we were trying to stick with what was working pretty well. But in hindsight, again, we were having trouble scoring the ball. Should have probably got her in there and seen if she could have penetrated the zone a little bit, or maybe created for herself or her teammates. So that's something I gotta, reflect on.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.